Raw, see you on the right. Ochre. Comrade Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, the Honor Guard will line up in honor of your arrival. Chief of the Guard Lieutenant Zoms. Hello, comrades. Good health to you, Comrade Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation. Congratulations on Navy Day. Hooray! 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 Comrade Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, the command post of the Navy is ready for work. Chief of the General Staff Admiral Kosachinov. Good afternoon, esteemed comrades. First of all, I congratulate you on Navy Day. Today we celebrate the holiday in a working environment. We are checking the combat readiness of the fleet. Operational exercises have been held since July 23rd. The maneuvers are simultaneously taking place in the waters of the Pacific and Arctic Oceans, the Caspian and Baltic Seas. They involve more than 150 ships and support vessels, 120 aircraft, other military equipment, and over 15,000 personnel. The main objective of the exercise is to thoroughly practice the actions of units and formations of the fleet in repelling an attack from the sea. Solving a whole range of the most complex, non-standard, close-to-combat, operational, tactical and other tasks, including taking into account the experience gained during a special military operation. The practical skills of operational personnel of all levels in managing the forces of the fleets are being practiced. In conditions close to combat, the coherence of ship crews, combat crews, naval aviation and coastal missile systems is being tested. Our key task is to guarantee the security of Russia, reliably protect the sovereignty and national interests of the homeland. A huge role in this belongs to the Navy. We will continue to improve the level of combat training of the crews of surface and submarine ships, coastal and air units, equipping them with the most modern equipment and weapons. In addition, in the near future, 5 Marine brigades will be transformed into divisions. Moreover, 2 of them will be transformed this year. As a result, the striking power and combat capabilities of the fleet will qualitatively increase. Please report on the progress and results of the exercise. Let's get to work, please. Comrade Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, the military, political and strategic situation in the world is characterized by high tension and dynamism, while maintaining a complex nature. Vice Admiral Oleg Vyacheslavovich Golubev, reporter of the missile cruiser Marshal Ustinov. Comrade Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, I wish you good health, I report. In order to prevent the deployment of enemy forces in the Barents Sea and the prompt landing of landing troops on the Kola Peninsula, the Northern Fleet strike forces attack its naval group. A missile strike on the ships of the group is carried out by a mixed strike group consisting of the frigate Admiral Golovko with a Caliber cruise missile, the Bastion missile system with an Onyx cruise missile, and the Oral nuclear submarine with Granite cruise missiles. The distance to the designated target exceeds 200 kilometers. You are observing the launch of a Caliber missile from the frigate Admiral Golovko. When performing a hill, the Caliber anti-ship missile flies to the target at a low altitude of up to 10 meters above the sea surface, which complicates its detection and destruction by enemies. The strike on the enemy is carried out by the Bastion coastal missile system with the launch of a supersonic Onyx missile. The anti-ship cruise missile is used according to the principle, fire and forget. The missile approaches the target and hits it at supersonic speed. Successful exploitation completes the group strike on the main target of the naval grouping with Granite cruise missiles, the nuclear-powered submarine cruiser Oyel. The effectiveness of its use is ensured by its high destructive power due to its supersonic flight speed, large mass and warhead mass. You are observing an underwater launch of Granite cruise missiles. Comrade Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, all missiles are in the air. The flight time of the missiles to the target will be 5 minutes. The results of the strike will be reported in accordance with the established procedure. This concludes the report. Thank you, Konstantin Petrovich. The target is hit. The firing results confirm the reliability and effectiveness of the system. Currently, enemy unmanned boats are being hit. Fire adjustment and control of the results of fire damage is carried out by optical means in real time. The flotilla force continues to fulfill its assigned tasks to protect national interests in the Caspian Sea zone. This concludes the report. Thank you, Oleg Yurievich. Comrade Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, the Association, the formation of military units of the fleets and the Caspian Flotilla solved all the assigned operational tactical tasks during the exercise. The results of the firing confirm the high efficiency of the fleet's weapons. The Navy is ready to solve the tasks you have set. This concludes the report. Esteemed comrades, during the performance of combat training tasks by the forces of the fleets and the Caspian Flotilla, the combat readiness of the Navy was confirmed. I thank the command, the crews of the ships and the military units involved in the exercise. I am confident that in the future the Russian Navy will worthily fulfill the assigned tasks, and the maritime borders of our country will be reliably protected. Once again, I congratulate the entire personnel of the fleet on the holiday. I know that for you the interests of the state, service to the fatherland have been and remain above all else. I wish you and your families good health and well-being. I would like to welcome the Minister of Defense of the Republic of Belarus Viktor Gennadyevich Krenin, who, under the authority of the President of the Republic of Belarus, the Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Belarus, is present today at our events. Once again, happy holidays. All the best. Thank you for your service. I congratulate you once again on the holiday, on Navy Day. The holiday is naturally beautiful, very necessary, important for the country, not only for the fleet, but for the country as a whole. I mean the role and importance that dark forces have and play in general and the Navy in particular. It is a beautiful holiday, but I think you will agree that in modern conditions we are doing the right thing by celebrating this holiday of a combat working environment. Everyone is in place and they are demonstrating their combat capabilities and qualities. Nevertheless, the holiday is a holiday for both you and yours, as they say in such cases, if you are standing, and I wish you all the best. Wow. Allow. Vladimir Putin.
We have two such sites. 2 such sites with 11 seats each. Each sum of 22 seats and plus another zone of large 3D printing. We will show them a little later. And students, their main role is to study, prepare for classes, polyuriums, seminars. Therefore, for each whom we have hired, an individual work plan, a work schedule is drawn up. In this regard, we have the opportunity to hire more than 30 students to work and participate in these projects. And for communication with the main office, as Yarch said, that we have a single hole, therefore, for communication we have a server with a secure channel configured, which allows employees from among the specialists of the Imperium to work from the main office. True, some of them prefer to come here, work from here, directly interact with students. Just today we have 2 specialists from among the employees of the Imperium. Kirill, the head of the General Government Department, and Valentin, Deputy Chief Protector. Vasily, a student of the 4th competition, works under their supervision. Give more speed, the instruments will be visible, so as not to crash. Yeah. Got it. Big announcement. So, I remember you a long time ago.
But I also know, but when you helped our fleet, in my memory, it was in my memory since 97th year Koroyedov was a fuse.
Yeah. You actively worked with him and so on.
Yes. And to this day. You are very active in this regard. You formed the Marine Collegium. And I, as the head of the Marine Collegium, am very pleased to award you today. For the first time, no one has ever been awarded about awarding the Medal of the Marine Collegium of the Russian Federation for loyalty to the Russian fleet, for great personal contribution to the development of the Marine Fleet of the Russian Federation, strengthening the naval power of the country, maintaining strategic and regional stability in the world's oceans. To award the medal for loyalty to the Russian fleet to the President of the Russian Federation Putin Vladimir Vladimirovich number. Thank you, and a certificate. Thank you.
Thank you. I also have the opportunity to award something. I will definitely have 2 such sites. 2 such platforms with 11 seats. Each with 22 seats and a large 3D printing area. We will show them a little later. And the students, their main role is to study, prepare for classes, locriums, seminars. Therefore, for everyone we have hired, an individual work plan, a work schedule is drawn up. And in connection with this, we have the opportunity to hire more than 30 students to work and participate in these projects. And for communication with the main office, as I, Andreevich, said, that we have a single hole, therefore, for communication, we have a server with a secure channel set up, which allows employees from among the specialists of the Imperium to work from the main office. True, some of them prefer to come here, work from here, directly interact with students. Just today, we have 2 specialists from among the employees of the Imperium. Kirill, the head of the General Government Department, and Valentin, Deputy Chief Protector. Here, Vasily, a student of the 4th competition, works under their supervision.
We are in the company of officers, it's a holiday. Dear comrades, I would like to congratulate you once again on the holiday, on the Navy Day. You practically arrived straight from a combat mission and plunged into solving combat missions again, despite the fact that you came as if to study the technical part of the ship. So that you could rest for how long? Rested for 20 months.
20 months.
In the Mediterranean. Yes, that's right. And are you planning to stay here for technical work?
We'll be here until January and then some. Well, you arrived as if to carry out combat missions, and despite this, you continue to carry them out, these combat missions. Last night, among other things, you repelled an attack by a non-horizontal unit. How old were you? Who discovered it? The ship's crew.
Discovered it and, with target designation and permission from the Air Defense Command Post. They worked, they destroyed it. That's it, thank you very much. And I see that you are a third-rank graduate. Exactly, yes. And it seems to be required for ships of such a rank that the captain of the second. Yes, that's right, the time has not come. Well, I think it's time to do it. I congratulate you on receiving another piece of knowledge. We serve, Vasya. Tell us about your service in the environment. The service was tense. Basically, the tasks of escorting our ships were carried out, reconnaissance was charged. During the time of state service, in all days the ship passed more than 87,000 nautical miles. That is, in fact, this is a very good result. In total, the ship passed more than 400 nautical miles during this time. Well, even in general, if you take all three guys, I had the opportunity to be in foreign ports most of all, to deal with issues, to solve combat service tasks. In principle, all the tasks that were set for us, not even in principle, but all the tasks that were, we completed. Well, recently we had a ship day in the winter. The ship turned 9 years old, here, of which he spent almost 7 years in the Far Sea Zone. That is, the ship is used intensively. The crew understands all this perfectly well. How many people are in the crew? 175 people. Yeah. And the main armament is the main armament caliber. Yeah. What did they shoot? They shot, and quite intensively and successfully. Very good. All the calculations that are here. Well, the crews need to rest for 20 to 20 months of sailing. On a ration basis, rest is provided to the crew. This is one of the second main tasks. The first is self-contained. The second is post-voyage rest to complete tasks. I want to thank you again for today. Service to Russia, yes. The sailors came on Navy Day, carried out such significant combat work for the de facto cradle of the Russian front. He works straight from the headquarters. This is important for us in your assessment, we always feel it. We feel the care of the command, the care of the country's leadership. And for us, this is also an honor. And even on such a day of completing the task, we perfectly understand and worry about our guys who work on the shore, and we believe that we should not lag behind in this matter either. We must all do military work together. The guys are working great. The Marines are showing their best side. They are simply heroically fulfilling all the combat missions assigned to them. And right now and at this very moment they are also doing this. Moreover, all the coastal units, all the Marines of the Black Sea Fleet, and the Caspian Fleet, the Baltic Fleet, and the Pacific. What questions? There are no questions for your decision. The team is dishonestly taking care of us. We are completing all the tasks, well, and undergoing technical maintenance. Everything is planned.
Okay, all the best, all the best. Congratulations on assigning another service of the Russian fasces. This is completely handmade from wood. Well, and a small stationary knife.
We will be very pleased.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Pain.